everyone, Jasper here, Friendmarker, and we're back to a new Spyro review video. And today we are back on my Spyro games review. And if you didn't see the last one, we reviewed what I think is kind of hated too much. Let's go and check it out. And now we are going to be reviewing A Hero's Tale, which I didn't really mind. A Hero's Tale. It wasn't really my personal favorite Spyro game, but I really didn't mind it. I think it was kind of decent, but not really one of my favorites. So, let's start this review, shall we? So, basically, we see these kind of weird-looking Norks, if you want to call them, and they have these new kind of things called black or dark gems, and they are putting them across the realms and going through portals to different realms. And yeah, nasty Nork, what have they done to you? What have they done to you? What have they done to Nasty Nork in this game? I have no idea. Does not even look anything like Nasty Nork. And then we see the new villain, which was actually an elder dragon, in the Spyro realms, but used evil, and they kicked him out, basically, and so he started to learn more of his magic, and evil magic, so that's why he's evil. So this is the main antagonist of this game. So we talked to the professor, which one of the things I didn't mind is, of course, the voice acting. Like, personally, Spyro's does not sound like Spyro. Spyro's voice actor does not sound like Spyro one bit. So, after we talk to the professor, we go outside into the main realms. But guess who's back? Freaking Moneybags. Yeah. Just looking at us, looking deep inside of us, and just waiting for us to know to take our gems. Of course. But this time, you don't have to do Moneybags, but kind of you do, because you need to buy stuff in his shop in order to progress through the game. Which still sucks. And then we see Sparks, which Sparks is pretty useful in this game because you actually get to play as him through tight cracks through walls and stuff where Spyro can't reach to reach light gems. Yeah, light gems, dragon eggs. That means egg thieves are back as well. You gotta collect dragon eggs, light gems, dark gems as well. So, we eventually, after you break enough dark gems, you get to what is supposed to be Nasty Nork. And apparently, he does not remember being defeated. He does not remember being defeated. So, after you defeat Nasty Nork, or what's supposed to be Nasty Nork, Red is so mad. So, he freezes one of his henchmen and kills him. So, he sends this mermaid kind of queen that reminds me of the villain off of The Little Mermaid. I don't know why. I just have a lot of Little Mermaid kind of the villain of that movie vibe from this villain. So eventually, when you get there, which I forgot to mention, you need electric. You need the electric breath. And each time you defeat a villain, it grants you a certain ability. Like with Nasty Nork, after you defeat Nasty Nork, a fairy that gets freed grants you the power of electrician. So you gotta defeat this queen, kind of mermaid, kind of whatever you want to call it. And then, Red is still mad, and he wants to he wants to deal with Spyro. He summons this woolly mammoth to take care of Spyro while he goes and hide. And then when Spyro eventually gets to the woolly mammoth absolutely steps on Spyro, and Sparks go and get Hunter's help. Yeah, you can play as Hunter. For real, no speedways. You can actually play as Hunter in actual levels. That's right. And there's also a new character. Well, kind of, probably not a new character, just depends when Crash Bandicoot Purple ripped to his rampage. But Blake as well. You can play as Blake as well. And Sergeant James. Yep, Sergeant James Bird is back. In Speedways. Only in Speedways. So, after we play as... But Bentley is in this game. While you're playing as Hunter, you gotta save Bentley's home. Hunter has to save Bentley's home from enemies there. So yeah, we eventually get to Spyro, we free him, we eventually get enough dark gems in order to face Red. But, of course, he escapes. So, we gotta go to a secret area, over to his actual lair, his real lair, and when we finally make it to his lair, we find the professor, and he says that he was captured here and was forced to work on Red's new product. But Red is still so mad that Spyro is alive still. So, Red wants to finish Spyro once and for all. He wants to stop Spyro once and for all. So, he turns himself into this big mech, which is not really that hard. And then, after you defeat Red, the professor shrinks him down to puny size, and Spyro threatens Red, but the professor said he doesn't deserve that. Yeah, he does deserve it because he tried to take over the Dragon Realms, and, well, the whole world. So, the professor decides to put him in a jar to do some experiments with. And then if you get the 100% ending, we see the Elder Dragons watching the credits through a TV. And it is pretty hilarious as well. And yeah, that's the game. That is a hero's tale. That is a hero's tale. Like I said, I didn't really care too much on this game, on A Hero's Tale, but it was pretty good at the same time. It just wasn't really one of my personal favorites, I would say. I mean, the villain was decent. The villain was... The main villain and the bosses as well were decent, but really not one of the best. Getting to play as Hunter was sick. Getting to play as a new character, Blake. Getting to play as Sergeant Bird again. And the levels. The levels were pretty decent as well. And moneybags in the game, which I really would love to see if anybody can beat A Hero's Tale without using moneybags. Or without doing moneybags. I would love to see. But yeah, that will conclude this review. I hope you enjoyed. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and make sure you have all notifications turned on so you won't miss a single video from my channel. Thank you for watching the next video. Bye! Oh yeah, and let me know as well, what is the next Spyro game that came after A Hero's Tale on the next review. So we'll see you next video. Bye!